guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my top 5 favorite drugstore foundations of all time. I love talking about foundations because to me, I feel like foundation is a huge part of my makeup routine, the most important part. If your foundation just doesn't look good or sits well on your skin, the rest of your makeup like concealer, bronzer, and all that is not gonna sit on your face as well either. So yeah, it's very important. And today I'm gonna be talking about 5 foundations that are my favorite for dry skin, combination to oily skin, and super oily skin. So yeah, if you guys want to see what my top foundations from the drugstore are, then please keep watching. So the first foundation I'm gonna be talking about is my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous Foundation in the shade Golden Tan. I do alternate from Golden Tan when I'm a little bit more tan and Soft Honey when I'm a little bit more light. I did use Golden Tan today though. This foundation, you guys, is just so amazing. First of all, I wanted to say what kind of skin type is best for this foundation. If you're a person that has my skin type, combination to oily skin, my T-zone area gets really oily, but the rest of my face is pretty normal. It's not too dry, not too oily, and I feel like that's why this foundation is amazing. If you're a person that has dry skin, I do feel like it will cling on to your dry patches, so you might not like it. If you're a person that has super oily skin, it might not last as long on your face because, you know, you have really oily skin. But if you're a person that has combination to oily skin, you will love this foundation. This is a matte foundation, but I love it though because it's not super matte to the point where, you know, you kind of feel like sucked in, like that powdery matte finish. It doesn't give you that at all. This is actually the foundation that I'm wearing on my face right now. It just looks so pretty and it wears a super long time on my face, 12 plus hours. I've done it a lot to where I will wear this foundation all day fully, and at the end of the night my face still looks really good. It obviously doesn't look perfect like how I applied it the first time, but it's pretty damn close. I love this foundation so much, and if you're a person that has combination to oily skin, I highly recommend it. So coming into second place is the Revlon Colorstay foundation for combination to oily skin. The one that I have here is in the shade 350 Rich Tan, and still I feel like this shade would be really good for when I don't have a tan anymore and I'm a little bit more white, because right now I was gonna wear it but it's looking a little bit too white. Anyways, this could have easily made it into first place, but the only reason why it didn't make it to first place is because of the finish of this foundation. I have normal skin throughout the rest of my face, so when I put this on, it looks super matte, and I'm talking like matte as hell, like powdery matte finish on my face, and I don't like that at all. If anything, I feel like this foundation would be amazing for my T-zone area, and then the CoverGirl would be best for the rest. But the reason why I still do really love this foundation and I still use the crap out of it is because I found out that if I mix it with my Pure Door Argan Oil, this combination for my skin type is amazing. I put 2 pumps of this foundation and then I put 2 drops of this, or if I do 3 pumps, it's like a drop per pump of this stuff. It's like the best thing ever. My foundation looks so good if I apply these drops. If I use this by itself, like I said, it looks way too matte. But this together, like, it looks so freaking beautiful on my skin. It lasts a super long time, all day, just as much as my CoverGirl one does, if not maybe a little bit more. But like I said, that's the only flaw with this foundation. So this is why I say though, if you're a girl with super oily skin, this foundation would be your best friend from the drugstore. I promise you, you will love it. I've heard a lot about this foundation before, but I never really got intrigued to buying it because I was like, whatever, I love my CoverGirl one. But my sister has it. She has super oily skin, and every time she wears this foundation, it looks so freaking good on her skin. It just looks like butter on her skin. I love the way it looks. It lasts a long time, and she has super oily skin. So yeah, if you're a person with oily skin, I highly recommend this. Now coming into third place is my Loreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I used to be obsessed with this foundation like when it first came out, and I mean I still love this foundation, but comparing it to my CoverGirl foundation and now comparing it to the Revlon foundation, I do feel like the only reason why it's in third place is because it doesn't last as much on my face. For some, like the normal part of my face is really good, but when it comes to my T-zone, I have to touch up so much more with this foundation than I do with those 2 foundations over there. But yeah, I love this foundation still so much. I use the shade 106 Sun Beige whenever I'm a little bit more tan, and whenever I'm a little bit lighter, I use 105. The finish of this foundation is matte. It's not super matte though, like the Revlon one, so I like that about it. If I had to recommend it to someone, I feel like it would be good for a combination to oily skin. And if you have super oily skin, definitely bake really well and set your face, your full face, really good, because it does last long. But for me, in my case, I had to just touch up a lot more than when I do with those other foundations. But all in all, it's a very good foundation as well from the drugstore. The last two foundations that I wanted to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation and the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I just wanted to talk about them together because if you're a girl that has really dry skin, you will love these foundations. Now, I kind of wanted to compare these two. This foundation, it did come out before this one, so I obviously got my hands on it first, and I was super excited when I tried it on my face. Like, I love this foundation. I love the finish. I love everything about this foundation. Now, the only thing that sucks about this foundation is that it is really expensive for it being a drugstore foundation. It ranges from $15 to $17 and you're only getting 0.5 ounces. I feel like they made it a little bit more expensive as well though, because of the packaging, because of the fact that like it's so much more compact and easier to use. All you have to do is flip this little thing open, press your foundation, press your sponge in there, and then just start applying. With other foundations, you have to kind of like squirt out the foundation and, you know, make a bigger mess. With this, you don't. So I don't know, if you have the money, definitely use this, try this out. I love it. It's so good. Now this foundation, for sure, I feel like it's just as good as this foundation, but this one is only like $9, like $10. And it's so good as well. I feel like this one does last a little bit longer. I just love the finish. I feel like these two have very similar finishes. This one though, when you put it on your face, it's just so lightweight. It feels so good on the face. It's definitely a buildable foundation, just like this one as well. It lasts a long time and it just gives you such a beautiful radiant finish on the face. So again, if you're a girl that has dry skin, these two would be your pick for sure. If you don't mind paying $15 for this, I can recommend this one. But if you want to get like $5 off and get the same effect, then you can get this one. So yeah, these two are just amazing for dry skin as well. So yeah, for all you girls that have dry skin, I highly recommend both of these. If you don't mind paying $15, $17 for this foundation, try it out. But if you want more like $5, $7 off, then try this one. It's just as good. It even lasts a little bit longer. They're both such great quality. It's just one's cheaper and does the same thing, if not better. So yeah, you guys decide. So yeah, this is it for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope it was helpful for you, for all of you girls that are still on a hunt for a good drugstore foundation, because Lord knows that high-end foundations are pretty damn pricey. But yeah, a lot of these are just as good as high-end foundations, and I highly recommend them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of my face, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.